G'day there. I want to show you a thing that I'm working on. I've been wanting to use No Carrier's NESFlix. Basically allows you to run video on an NES, an original Nintendo. And I've been wanting to make it work for a little while, but a lot of the tools don't run on the software or the operating systems that I have. So, got a browser-based version. That's what you can see in the background here. Sorry, it's crunchy. That's just how I roll. So what you can do is you can get a GIF. So we're just going to load a GIF. I might start with one of these little GIFs with my logo. I go open. Shows you the GIF here, tells you the size and the frames. It will immediately resize it to 128 by 128 and quantize to 4 colors. You can only go up to 64 frames for this particular thing. I can't get MMC5 to work. Talk about it later, whatever. You can also press this delete tile 0. I'll show you what that does in a little bit. Here is the palettes. I'm going to leave it as the default palettes for now, but you can see if I say preview, it will show me all the different palettes that it's going to create. And we're going to call this .ay, NESFlix, and download the ROM. Now I'm going to click upload new GIF because, yeah, the thing that you saw there, it was not so much of a video. So I'll get something that's a bit more video-like and show you some of the other features that I've added. So let's have a look at, say, this skate GIF that I downloaded off Giphy. Thank you to whoever created that. So as you can see, it's doing the resize. We'll just click preview again to upload the preview. Now, if I wanted different colors here, I can go through and change the palette in any way that I want. Or if I've got a particular set of palettes that I liked, I can just upload those, and you can see there's a couple of different palettes in there. And then I'm going to call this one Skater NESFlix and download. The final one, just as an example that I might do, we're going to upload new. So the final one, as an example, I might grab some text. So you can see that's just using an online 3D text GIF generator. And for this one, I'm going to clear that top left tile. You're going to see what that does in comparison to the other ones in a second. We're just going to see the preview, look at our lovely palettes. I'm not going to bother changing them, and I'm just going to call this one Sucks. And download the ROM. Alright, now what I can do is I've got all those ROMs downloaded. I could obviously open them up in an emulator, but I have one of these. So I'm just going to copy all those files onto our thing here, and just going to put that SD card in. And the SD card in. I'm going to need to put that in properly. There we go. That's what we want to see. And I'm just gonna, there we are, there I am. So, I might make myself a little bit smaller. Let's have a look. So I've got the controller here, and I just go down to select. There's that .ay one that I did, so that was the logo. Let's start that. So you can see it running, looks pretty great. If I use the direction, oh, I've got the wrong bloody controller, don't I? If I use the direction, I can go left, right, up, down, which is great. And then with my buttons, I can scroll through the palettes. That one looks particularly good. And then start button does a kind of animation, scroll through the palette. So if we change the palette, we're still scrolling. And then the select button, ooh, does our location. And you can see that background there going crazy. So we can go top left, top right, select, 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 scroll through the palette again. But yeah, you can see that background going crazy, which is an effect that you might want. But if you don't want that, that's where the little checkbox that is here that says clear the top left tile, that will prevent you from having all of that craziness in the background. On controller 2, you can speed up and slow down the animation. So I can make it very slow or very fast. But let's get another. And yeah, you could obviously move it once you've changed your position. You can be moving it around as well. But let's get one of our other files up. Okay, so we'll try the skater one. Start game. Okay, and so that I can actually reverse the playback, which is a cool kind of one to do with stuff like this, where it's an actual video and you've got some motion. Again, you can see that top tile is still there, so we've got some craziness. You'll see that the palette is different in this one. So I've got some cool pinks and yellows, got that pink and yellow then reversed, and I've got a red, a kind of reddish one, and then that same orange. But yeah, it's very cool to be able to do the palette switching, and then you can scroll through your palette, get it to stop, and then you get a kind of different mismatch. I like the blue, but yeah, I can then negative it or switch it around using the start button, which is cool. The final one that I'll show you is the text. So this one. So you can see now if I go to here that we have a clear background because that top tile was deleted. So you don't have that kind of glitchy background. So you can have, yeah, different colors flashing. You can have obviously all of them going. You can do your palettes. And so it's actually like for stuff that's fairly simple, you can get some pretty cool results. The video is obviously great as well, and I'm going to play around a lot more with getting some good videos in there. Great times. I'm loving it. I hope you are. So just if you go to my website, dot-ay.com, go to the visuals section, you'll find the NESFlix converter. Thanks, big shouts to No Carrier and Batsley Adams for actually doing this stuff over 10 years ago, because it rocks. Have fun with it. Let me know if you want any other features. Let's make it happen. Whoop whoop.